It's not in France or Italy. 'Twas made for you, 'twas made for me. The place I mean is Blackpool.
Give me a stick of rock, a kiss me quick hat, a ride on a carousel.
You're at Blackpool by the sea.
Who doesn't love to be beside the British seaside? But if you fancy holidaying abroad, it's not too late to bag a bargain.
You could save loads of money, starting with getting there.
Everyone knows the price of a trip abroad can rocket in the school holidays, but you may not know there's a way to get round that, if you're prepared to be a bit flexible. Schools in different parts of the country, and in particular Scotland and England, usually break up and return at different times. So if when it's your school holes, you can travel from an airport in an area where it's term time, you could get a brilliant deal. For example, for those in England and Wales prepared to fly from Scotland in the last 2 weeks of the English school holidays, you can grab a bargain right now. We found a great deal for a family of 4 travelling to Orlando for 10 days on the 19th of August. Going from Manchester would cost £5,974. But if you fly from Edinburgh on exactly the same dates, it'll cost you £3,257. That's a massive saving of £2,717. There's a quick change in New York, but who cares when you're up almost £3,000? Probably enough to pay for all your holiday spends with change. As for the other way round, well, it's too late for Scots to take advantage of the earlier start to their school holes, but a similar trip to Orlando at the start of July would have cost them 38% less if they'd flown from Manchester.
And if you possibly can, fly midweek, not at weekends. Holiday flights on Tuesdays and Wednesdays tend to be much cheaper than Saturdays. Although the internet is great for comparing prices, don't just buy the cheapest deal you find online. Always go and talk to a real person, a travel agent. See what they can do. They might be able to price match or throw in 1 or 2 extras.
We're going to Zante in Greece.
Oh, fantastic. Good. And have you got a good deal for it?
Yeah, my friends actually all live and work out there, so we've just paid for our flights.
You've got a holiday planned this summer?
No, I've already been.
Where have you been?
Yeah,
Mauritius.
Mauritius.
Do you travel abroad at all?
I've never been abroad in my life.
What?
Never been abroad in my life. My husband won't fly.
If you do manage to make it onto that flight, you're going to need some currency. There's no excuse for leaving it till you get to the airport, where you'll always get a much worse exchange rate.
There's so many different ways of computing rates and commission levels. So just check with banks, travel agents, the post office, bureau de change, and ask them, I need €200, $500 or whatever. How much is that going to cost me in sterling? And then go for the lowest. Cash is the ultimate commodity.
And when you're away, beware of what's called dynamic currency conversion. This is when you go to pay a bill on a card and they ask you if you'd like to pay in the local currency or in pounds. Always choose the local currency. Paying in pounds abroad will ultimately cost you much more.
Have you heard about this then?
I have. I've been reading a little bit in the paper
It's when they
about
offer
it.
it on the plane on the way home. The conversion sounds fantastic, but actually you're giving them more money for your currency.
Exactly right. Finally, make sure you're not grounded even before your holiday's begun. Check your passport right now to make sure it will be valid for when you're travelling. And the easiest way I know to save cash is to take hand luggage only. Many airlines are now charging for baggage. You really don't need it. I'm Strictly Sandals.
Thanks, Simon. That was